So I come up with this idea in 1902, and basically it's going to be about this, these like magic knights, but they're called Jedi, and they just use swords because they're like I said, they're knights. They're really cool. Even though everyone's got like blasters and stuff, they choose not to because they're like badass as fuck and they have magic abilities. It's gonna start off with this one guy. He's a fucking badass. His name is Darth Vader. Darth Vader. He's a badass. Oh, he's dead. Everyone fears him in the galaxy. He's like the Emperor's right-hand man. So basically, there's these knights. They choose not to use guns, even though they can use guns because they're just too hardcore.
Bro, how are you still alive and you're still talking about Star Wars?
Well, because it's my legacy. If I die, I need this to get out here. So basically, like, this cheeky little bastard R2-D2, he runs to this desert planet because Princess Leia told him to. She's like, leaves a message in it that's like, help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Who, by the way, Obi-Wan is also like a Jedi Knight, but he's kind of retired. No one knows him. But they don't know that they're not humans. They're actually droids in there. There's this guy called Luke Skywalker. And, he's just like, hey, you know, I'm bored. I'm like emo. I hate living on this place. I'm gonna join a rebellion because I hate like conformists and all that lot. So he speeds off and like he's like, yeah, f you, uncle. I don't want to drink your blue milk. And he goes away. As he's away, he goes and hangs out with this Obi-Wan Kenobi who he knows, but he doesn't know that Obi-Wan Kenobi is actually a Jedi who has been looking. Way. Yeah, he's a Jedi, right? He's retired and he's been looking over. He's been looking over Luke Skywalker because he's been looking over him because he's worried about what might happen because Darth Vader is like, you know, badass and he wants to kill him, but he doesn't know why. Yeah, so basically,
I don't believe that. I reckon he's got a really good idea here. I think people would actually pay to see that.
And he's like, let me see your ID, mate. You look suspicious, you do. And there's like these droids that you. We've been looking for these droids, and we're not sure. Oh shit! Basically, like these cheeky droids are like we need them, and they're like this one guy is so fucking charming, and like I said, he's a knight, so they're all looking at him like, whoa, he's a knight. And he goes, these, mate, these are not the droids you're looking for. These guys just let them pass, go on through, and they end up thinking, you know what, I need a brew. I need to go down to the pub and get myself a beer or some blue milk. They go in there, and I've got this vision of like this one diner, and it's like got loads of like massive ball sacks playing musical instruments. It's like but anyway, they meet this cheeky guy. His name's Han Solo. Do you know why? Because he flies solo. Twist! He doesn't fly solo. He actually has a massive rug following him around to show you how badass this guy is. He's in the bar and he's like, right, I'll sort you out in a meeting, but I need to do some business out. So he does that. He does exactly that. Some asshole comes in and he's like, right, Mr. Solo, you owe me some money, don't you? And he's like, boys, calm down.
He's telling a story, bro. Shut the fuck up.
He's like, calm down, boys. I have the money. I'll have it next week. And he's like, nah, sorry, mate, not good enough. And then Han Solo's like, you know what? F you under the table, shoots him, dead, gone. So basically, like, Han Solo shoots this bounty hunter in the face, and he's like, I'm not having any of it. So they make a plan, right? They want to go to this planet called Alderaan. And he's like, tell you what, I'll give you half the money now and half the money later. And he's just like, no, I want it all up front. I made the Kessel Run in under 12 parsecs, which I know is a bit sci-fi crazy. He's like, right, okay, fine, I'll get you there. So they do that, but those cheeky cunts earlier, the ones who were chasing those two droids around, they know that this guy is trying to take off with those, the fugitives. He doesn't want that to happen, so he's fucking pow, pow, pow at them, going crazy. They end up fucking off. You know, I'm gonna get to the good bit. Vader is Luke Skywalker's father. He tells him.
Hell, man.
Yeah, I know. That's why Obi-Wan. That's why Obi-Wan. It's dramatics. It's dramatic. Okay, into the cave, boys. Anything to do with a penis is just a no-go. Desert people, they're already in there. I've got those. They're in there already. They do that. And like these stormtroopers, even though they're extremely well trained and they have like amazing accuracy, they still can't hit people. Because I thought that would create a lot of drama if we're in like a battle where like there's going on everywhere. You know what? Like the thing is, right? I know. Right, one thing I need you guys to do: don't ever let my nephew. Don't ever let my nephew, his name is George Lucas, don't let him touch my fucking story. The best thing is about being in World War I is the amount of fucking, like, cocaine they give you to charge over those walls. Do you know what I do? I don't take it. I fucking store it, put it in my sock. When these things come around, Good times.
These stories are gonna end if we don't take back this fucking next point.
But if I go out, fine. But if I go out there and die, Star Wars dies with me.
Let's try to fuck our Star Wars.
No, bring it down, boys. Bring it down.
Are you ready? Okay, boys, let's go. Charge. Let's go. Go. For Star Wars. Let's go around a circle, say our names and what's wrong with us. Okay, so officer, can you please start? You didn't sound too good. What's wrong? That doesn't help. Uncle Jenkins, I want you to scream you, Uncle Jenkins. You, okay? What do you think about Uncle Jenkins? Okay, guys, time for another movie idea. Harry Potter. You know what? One thing I can honestly say though, when this war's done and I start writing, like, fleshing out my Star Wars, when I start fleshing out, I will never sell out. Okay? You can promise that even in years like 2020, Star Wars will still be a very well-respected franchise.
They want to make a new character called Rey. She's amazing at everything.
What, a woman?
A woman, yeah, I know, right?
I'm the commanding officer now.
A Jedi woman? What the fuck?
Can you shut up, please? No one cares about Lord of the Rings. Dun da 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 da.
One of our strongest assets, which is the prequel era, which fans adore their connection with their favourite clones. We just, like, we do a 5-part series and then we never go back to it ever again. And we just completely pretend it didn't happen.
Oh, okay. Okay, so on my first movie that I was writing, there's this scene where, like, the plans to destroy such a weapon like that has been hidden on this cheeky little cunt called R2-D2. Now, I have this little weak spot as a ventilation hole, and they're going to shoot in there. So are you saying that in the future installments you want to see that type of action again, just done bigger?
Yeah,
Yes,
literally,
yes,
like,
definitely.
Okay.
Yes,
Interesting.
3 more times.
How about this, right? So I've got this idea where, okay, so like I said, we've got cheeky cunt R2-D2. How about, because he's a bit of a rogue warrior, how about we give him like a good cop, bad cop scenario where we get like some more sensible, grounded robot buddy to hang out with him? How about that? You better watch how you're talking and where you're walking, or you and your homies will be lying and chuck. I was thinking like something that maybe looks like a giant ball sack, like a group of giant ball sacks, and they just play like jazz, and it's like a really funky space jazz.
Yeah, like jazz, space jazz.
Space jazz. You know, like a little, I don't know, something you can click your fingers to.
Yeah, it's a bit like.
Revolutionary idea. What if we kill off the main bad guy, and then we bring him into a movie 40 years later, and he was alive?
Okay, Star Wars is dead and bad.
Fuck off, you sneak, you looking motherfucking two-ball.
I've got my nephew, right? His name's George Lucas II, and it's a bit of a family tradition. They're going to keep calling him George Lucas. I don't know why, it's stupid. But his family, they're not too well off right now, and they're looking at me like a cash cow on this idea, and they're trying to get in on there. So, like, I don't really want his input on this, because he might ruin it. If I don't live that long, he might ruin the vision I've created.
To save that from happening, before you're ready to be like, I've made all my money, I say you sell the entire company you've built to some really rich people. Like, I don't know, a mouse. I'm thinking a mouse.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Like, if they have the money to buy this idea, then surely they've got to have the brain cells to be able to make something good, you know? Otherwise, they wouldn't have the money in the first place.
Right, guys, you've given me a lot to think about. I'm gonna head into my tent because it's time for me to leave, unfortunately, guys.
Hey, boys!
Present arms.
Lads, I need your help taking an encampment. They've taken our MG and everything else. They think Star Trek is better than Star Wars. Let's go show them who's boss.
He's been on my ass for ages. Just remember, if I die,
Show them who's boss, boys. Come on.
if I die, Mr. BPM 96 wrote Star Wars. Okay, make sure we all remember that.
Okay.
Don't let my nephew George Lucas II take it. Don't let him do that.
Don't worry, we'll make sure it goes to Disney.
Okay, cool.
For Star Wars!
Star Wars!
Come on, lads. Let's go retake the Star Wars hill.
Right,
Let's go, boys! All push forward!